is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Hey, welcome into another edition of Fleet and Footy. Stuart Webber Louis Llerandi, and our special guest for today's show, Nathan Walters. We bring you all the latest on the Jacksonville Armada, as well as all things footy. We talk all things soccer here for the next hour on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. But we started off with me and Lou. And Lou, a big topic last week was the start of Movember. So, how's it going? How's that starting for you? How's it feel?
It's I was rocking this look in Spain when I was on vacation. Oh, we got the
solo.
cam.
You got to get the Lou solo cam.
New
shirt.
And
a Zoom.
New shirt appearance, by the way.
Oh, new shirt. Is that an Armada shirt? Because I know that's one of your things is that you like to have a different bit of Armada merch. It's got blue in.
I need a haircut. But the stash is coming in nice. I was expecting to see you beardless with just Tash, and you said no.
Yeah, I don't know what made you think that was happening.
Would the wife approve of that?
Absolutely not. No, she would not. And then the baby wouldn't recognize me, so that'd be bad as well.
You know what? That's true. I'll give you that pass.
This has been going since the pandemic.
Okay.
Shout out to the pandemic for something positive. Me getting facial hair and the station not saying anything about it, so I kept it. So you know what? That's how that went down.
Yeah. I got to live with this for the next month on my face now. I don't know how I feel about that.
What do you mean live with it? It's solid. It needs some work, but it's going to be solid.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
All right, let's bring in our guest for today's show, and Nathan Walter. Nathan, do you like the mustache?
I love it. I think it looks great.
That's good.
Are we doing a fundraiser for this as well? Like, there's got to be something towards this. Surely
there should be.
Surely the fans at home can
chip in.
We do a little.
I had to direct them somewhere though. I don't know.
You give to a local charity.
Exactly. But I'm gonna have to. I'll do some research, and maybe next show we'll have something to.
There you go.
To point you towards.
Something for men's health for Movember, I believe is how they like to do that. Nathan, how we doing? Last week was a busy week, suffice to say. But for us, it feels like last week was busy, but really it's been the last few months for you, kind of behind the scenes and really bringing about this big great news that came last week, the pending ownership change for the Jacksonville Armada. Of course, we got some questions from the fans. We'll get into that in a little bit. But let's talk about what this last week has been like since that news kind of dropped a week ago.
Yeah, I think the last 6 months have merged completely, to be honest with you. It's obviously been a process, and these things take time. They're still going to take time. We still have the governor's approval for the league to go through. So there's still some things to iron out. But it's been really exciting. And it's good to have great people around the table who love our city and love Jacksonville, and that's really what's been spurring this on. So it's a good time, busy time, but good time.
A busy time for sure. Let's dive a little bit more into that Board of Governors thing, and that is the vote. That's the next step, right? Is kind of waiting for the MLS Board of Governors to give it their stamp, their approval that they like the new ownership group, they like the plan for the stadium, and they feel like everything is still on track for MLS Next Pro in 2027.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So Robert and Christopher Campione signed a purchase and sales agreement. There is obviously periods to that, and we're in the final stretch of that. And part of that process is obviously now with the league approval and the governor's approval, very similar to the NFL kind of style and etc. So yeah, very much on the path towards that, and feel really good, and everybody's been working collaboratively to make it happen. So we feel really good.
So in the coming weeks, we're going to have Chris Campione sitting in that very chair. But for the time being, we got you. So let's get a little insight into Chris, simply because for a lot of folks might not know as much about Chris Campione. And Campione Law has been a supporter for the Armada now for a few years, supported corner kicks. I remember a couple of years ago, every corner kick was a Campione Law corner kick. But give us a little insight into his mind and his thought process of wanting to get involved with this and wanting to be a part of the fleet.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to start off and just pivot slightly and just say thank you to Robert Palmer.
Absolutely.
And everything he's done over the past 7 to 8 years.
Well, because without the future, you can't have the past, and you can't have what Robert did to keep this team afloat for years.
Absolutely. And to his family, to everybody involved with his organization, there has been a lot of people behind the scenes who have enabled us to get to where we are today, kept the brand alive within the market, and I just want to say a personal thank you. And it's meaningful. And
well, you were, we talk about how you're one of the long-standing employees. You've been here the entire time for the Armada, so you were here in that limbo period. When the club was owned by the NASL, no one had any idea what was going to happen to the NASL or the Armada, for that matter, at that point. And then he kind of came in as that savior for the team at the time.
Yeah, absolutely right. And just we're very grateful. Just thank you, and there'll be times ahead that will really celebrate that. But towards the fans and everybody, I just want to say thank you to Robert, and we appreciate where we are today. We would not be here today. And now we move, and I think in the press release or one of the press releases, a new chapter is about to start. And I've been through 3 of those chapters already, and
got a whole book going.
Yeah, we certainly have. I'll be able to write a lovely book at some point when I'm old and sitting on somewhere by a fire pit with a glass of whiskey. But yes, thank you to Robert. Thank you to his family. Thank you to the corporation behind him. There's some key people who will be thanked in due time. And now we move on to the next chapter. And to your question, yes, we are so lucky for Chris to be really leading and heading this next chapter for us. Chris has been a partner of the club for the last 3 years through Campione Law, and has done multiple sponsorships, and even to the point of putting up our players last summer in some of his rental properties. So, it's been a great relationship over the last 3-4 years. We are very in line with each other. There are some cool conversations. There are some fun conversations. One of the questions even asked by the league was, does Chris really know too much about soccer? And my reply was, we don't need Chris to know about soccer. We need Chris to love our city. And Chris absolutely adores our city. I'm the soccer guy. I can lead that piece. And if that goes wrong, that's on me. But in regards to our city and our love for our city, Chris's company is fastly growing in the market. There's not many billboards you don't see Chris on. And then expansion in the market across his circle of companies is forever growing. I've been fortunate to be around his very close circle within that organization, and the love, the attention, the people around him, all very like-minded people too. So it just gives a good character reference to Chris's leadership. He has come from nothing to be where he is today. The company is going to be 10 years old next year. So there's just some really cool stuff going on. And again, Chris has really taken on this next step, and we're excited to be a part of that.
Yeah, I had to hold my tongue a little bit here on the show. I've gotten now to be around Chris multiple times, and I think you hit the nail on the head there. And I kind of want you to just dive a little bit deeper into, his local ties. He also invests in the Icemen and different local...
home opener Friday night, by the way.
Yep.
If you can't make it, check it out on My TV Jax.
If you can't make it Friday, you can check it out Saturday. I think they play Saturday.
Yeah,
but I just think it's so cool that, like you mentioned, he doesn't know anything really about soccer, but he's so passionate about the city that, he's driving all that passion into this project.
Yeah, it's been a cool piece. I've got to spend time with Chris at a couple of soccer games lately, high-level soccer games as well. And he's intrigued. He's excited to learn. Part of this process is talking about, especially with the Armada, we have a certain identity and style of soccer that we like to play across the academy all the way to the first team, right? So Chris has been engaged. Chris will know about soccer, right? He will get a full tactical understanding of how we play our games. So that will come in due time. But yes, the principle of our city and the love for our city and his love for sports, which shows his investment into the Jacksonville Icemen. He's a multiple sports investor. He has Savannah Ghost Pirates up in Savannah and a couple of other entities across the Sawyer sports ecosystem. So look, he's been in and around it. That bit is not new to him. Loves our city, and within the next 6 to 12 months, will be a masterclass in understanding how the Jacksonville Armada play soccer. So yes, it's all moving in the right direction.
Are we going to have to watch his law podcast every week now, just in case news gets dropped on there? Like he's just out there allegedly dropping news without us knowing it, and then like the fans say, "Hey, did you see this?" And it's like, "Wait, what? We're just out here dropping news."
I like the use of allegedly.
I do.
The drop there. That was a good drop. I like that one. But yes, it's a great podcast. You know, we'll be fortunate that studio will be a part of the Armada front office. And we'll get to do some cool activations and some cool things within it. So, yes, it's a great podcast if you haven't watched it.
When are you going to appear?
I think the plan is short. Is in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, right. I believe. Allegedly. Very good.
I don't know if you mentioned Chris's billboards. I'll go back to my mustache. I don't know if my mustache stands up to Chris's. Kind of tough there. That's a tough one to...
We've been joking around that there's a new stash in town.
I see.
Which you know.
Did you like that one?
That's pretty good. And by the way, Shad Khan is a terrific example of a sports team owner who might not have known everything about a sport before he put his chips on the table. You know,
exactly.
You know, because going into his ownership of the Jacksonville Jaguars, not the biggest football guy. And that's why you hire people that know football. That's why it's working so well this year. You put Tony Boselli in that position. Not to say that you're Tony Boselli in this scenario. You know,
he's far taller than me.
You're no Hall of Famer.
I'm taking Nathan over Tony any day of the week.
Nathan and Tony, two in the same. But the idea is that you hire the people that know it and that can tell you proper advice and give you the correct knowledge that you need to know. And hopefully that works out well this time with the Jacksonville Armada here moving forward.
Yeah, it will, and it is. We're already having conversations with key people for front office roles, sporting roles. I mean, those conversations are in real time, and at some point here, it will be fun to announce who those people are. But I can tell you, it's a great roster of people who are first and foremost incredible human beings, and then secondly, are very skilled in what they do. So.
Excellent. All right, so we got a ton of fan questions that we're going to get to. Hamby, if you can pull up our stadium shot, if they still have it up there, our live look down in downtown. They had it dialed up for us here a little while ago, and here we are. So this is the look that we've been giving folks here at home over the past few months. Obviously, the land has been 95% clear. There's still some lighting poles to take down at some point, but the land has mostly been cleared. So I guess, Nathan, give us the very latest when it comes to this stadium site and the stadium project and how crucial this is as part of the future of the Jacksonville Armada.
Yeah, I think the issue is over the last, crazy to say this, 13, 14 years, is that we haven't had a home, and this gives us that.
We've had some homes.
Yes, we've had
just
plenty.
Had about a dozen of them.
They've never felt like real home, though.
Correct.
And this really allows us, from a complete different dimension, from revenue opportunities to actually building a culture around the sport and what it does. So it's an incredible opportunity when it's all said and done. I've said this before, to be with our brothers and sisters in the sports entertainment district. It's what it needs to be, and this site is obviously been on hold for a little bit. There's a couple of reasons for that. We extended our gracious generosity to the city to support the Jags while we were going through this process. To allow overflow parking to happen for the Jags games.
If you didn't know, there's a lot of construction going on down in that area.
There is a lot of construction going on. So this is obviously a busy period for that whole entertainment district. So what it enabled us to do was obviously clear up some of these things. We've obviously redesigned a lot of the stadium, which that will become clearer in the future. So it's allowed us to do some administrative stuff, support the city and the Jags for overflow parking as we go through this process, but it's only a temporary situation. So
I'll ask you this as one of the many questions that the fans have thrown at us, and it kind of directly relates to this, but give us an update on the groundbreaking ceremony and when that's going to happen. I know in Chris Campione's statement, it said end of the year, early next year. We've had the soft groundbreaking. We were out there for that to kind of get a look at the site, and man, we cannot wait to see the cranes. We can't wait to see the development and see everything start to go vertical. But we got to wait.
Yeah,
a little bit.
There's a little bit to wait for. Obviously, we still said that we've got to have the Governor's Board of Directors meeting, which will be early December. We've got a few things to work out on that side of things in regards to finalising the stadium design. And then we'll be in a position, end of December, beginning of January, to do a full ceremony that everybody's been asking and wanting, and to have a joyous occasion over what is an historical moment in Jacksonville and for this sport in Jacksonville. So,
and to appease any, I don't want to say fears or thoughts, but putting that stadium from where it's at now to where it needs to be for the start of a 2027 MLS Next Pro season, very much good to go. We can make it happen. Now it's going to be a lot of work in a short amount of time.
It's going to be tight, but yes.
Nathan's going to be out there with a hammer just trying to get that thing going. But that is still the plan and still is the
Correct.
timeline.
Yep, that's the timeline. Everybody's going to push hard for it, and we're so blessed to have, again, incredible people, especially on the development side of it. Our construction partners, our Casper Architects, Gilbane, our owners rep, everybody is really focused in to make this work and make this happen. So we feel really good, and we just got to get executing. So
I know we're trying to get soccer in that stadium by 2027, but in that statement made by Chris, I believe he talked about having multiple different kinds of events throughout the year. He didn't say anything specifically, but could you possibly give some examples onto what might be at the Armada Stadium?
Yeah,
that isn't just soccer.
Yeah, look, when you build a facility like this and a facility that will look like this, it means we get the opportunity to do some really cool activations. Everything from concerts to festivals to the chili cook-off type stuff. And again, this is, not only are we building this for the Armada, we're building this as a community asset. So is there an opportunity to bring high school American football into the stadium? Even host UNF and JU men's soccer? Is there something to do around Georgia and Florida with the women's soccer side, right? We know how good both of those programs are. So it enables us to do some really, really cool things and really push as a community asset on such. And we're excited for the additional programming, not just the Armada. And controlling the stadium site allows us to do that.
High school soccer state championship, certainly something to bring in there as well. FHSAA bringing basketball to Jacksonville this year, which is very exciting. And I think it kind of fits well timeline-wise to have soccer state championships early portion of the year would kind of be a nice lead-in into that MLS Next Pro season. All right, some more questions from the fans, and some of these you've touched on before, so you can just kind of expand on why and stuff like that. Will the Armada continue with a U23 squad once they start in MLS Next Pro? Already locked in for the 2026 season in the NPSL, as well as the WPSL for the women's side. Do those clubs have a future moving forward?
Yeah, look, there might be a different iteration of it, but absolutely, at this current moment, it's sat on top of our club ecosystem, top of the pyramid. But as new products, certainly like the MLS Next Pro comes into place, then those NPSL and WPSL teams turn more into what they were originally created for, which was player development, being able to bring in talented players across the college scene, locally, young academy players into an environment to learn and develop and learn their trade.
MLS Next only goes to U19, correct? Is that the highest level of it, or
the MLS Next Academy? Yes,
yeah, okay.
Only goes to U19. That's correct. So there's definitely a in the Armada ecosystem as such. There's certainly a position and a place for it. Again, it won't be the iteration that people are seeing currently.
Sure,
but it will certainly play within the ecosystem to help us grow and develop players and put them in a position. Derek Gebhard was the perfect example of that back when we were in the NASL.
Yeah.
I mean, he came through the academy. He played for JFC's under-19s, what was, termed as Armada Youth Academy at the time. Came into the MPSL team that summer, and then signed after that summer for the NASL team. And now I think he's just going on his maybe 9th-year career in professional soccer. So we clearly know that the pyramid works. We clearly know that within the environment we can produce professional players. And so it will certainly have its play.
It'll be nicer when those professional players are playing professionally for our professional team.
Exactly.
That would be the nice thing to get to.
You got any more questions from the
I
fans?
do. I have plenty of questions.
Yeah, get through them. Get through them.
Okay.
I want to hear it. I want to hear what Nathan's got to say to the fans.
You hear he's looking up mustache growing tips.
Yeah, exactly. The wax, right? Is it the wax?
Googling. There's like a roller I think you can get that helps it grow in there.
Derma roller.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. The only reason why I know that because I'm afraid of losing my hair. That's like my biggest fear in the world is losing my hair.
You're not going to lose those locks. Look at them.
Authority over here. Over here. Yeah. I forget which way my boxes are going. How are your genes in that respect? Dad still got all his hair?
Dad does.
Okay.
But I think it goes by
How about
mother's father.
Grandfather. What's your maternal? No, it's not good.
Not good. It's not looking good, guys.
All right. Well,
that's why it's long right now. Try to keep hold of it as long as possible.
I don't think that's how that works. Okay. More league questions. So part of that statement also included the NWSL. Would love kind of your thoughts on what the current state of women's soccer is in the United States and what it would mean for Jacksonville to have an NWSL franchise to go along with, what has been a great, again, developmental stage with the WPSL. You're looking at finding ways to fill out those paths. To get an NWSL team would be huge. And with this stadium in its current iteration, you guys would be set up for that.
Yeah, look, the league is aware, Jacksonville, and particularly Jacksonville Armada. We had conversations, put a bid in, or preliminary bid in to start having the conversation over the stadium and what that looks like. Phase 1 will be supportive. We will check mark the Pro League standards for NWSL and what they require. So as those things build out and as we start to build out, in the market and the stadium starts to become into fruition, there'll be really fun conversations in the future. And we certainly want that to happen. We certainly want to try and bring an NWSL team to this market. It is a major sports market, and we'll see how that plays out. But it's certainly in the the longevity and trajectory of what we want the Jacksonville Armada to be.
I'll go a little off of that and ask you this question. So, in the 10 years that you've been working with the Jacksonville Armada, is the current state of soccer more clear or less clear than maybe it was a decade ago? Because as I think about it, it's just like there are so many leagues. There's so many question marks. There's, what is a Division One? What's not a Division One? What does it look like? What's it going to look like 10 years from now? As somebody who's kind of been involved with it, I would love to have you kind of weigh in here on that.
Yeah, I've said this before as well. I think, the only thing consistent about U.S. soccer is change. And
you're not wrong.
It seems to be that way.
Tectonic plates. Yeah. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
The U.S. soccer landscape is shifting tectonic plates constantly.
Yeah, and I think, look, for us, it's about being under the most stable ecosystem possible. And we had other opportunities to join other leagues years and years ago. And when Major League Soccer had the opportunity to join under a product of Major League Soccer, for us, that's the only stability that we could see and we could visualize. We have seen numerous markets across the country, St. Louis, Charlotte, Austin, major markets, San Diego, who had a product of soccer in their market that no longer have that product because Major League Soccer come to the market. Mm-hmm. So, during our process of where do we go, where does the Armada align, it was really important that we chose a league that had stability and longevity. We're an NFL market, right?
Mm-hmm. Only 30 of them in the United States.
There's only 30 of them in the United States, and there's only a handful of them without a Major League Soccer club within the market. So we have to be aware of that, right? The growth of Jacksonville is incredible. We're at 1.9 million within the Northeast Florida metro area now. And over the next 5 to 10 years, we'll be coming up, probably close to 2.5 million. And that really starts to get exciting. And as the game matures over the next 5 to 10 years, I've always said it's a generational movement in soccer fandomship. And I've now been here 15 years, and my first 10 years was very much education around the sport, not knowing too many parents that have played it. Now we're starting to enter a generation of parents have played it, a high level of college. And then soon, in the next 10 years, we'll be entering a generation where some players have played professionally. And, they're not Manchester United fans or Chelsea fans. We're starting to see the Wrexham movement and other teams within, world global soccer. So as that grows and fandomship grows, the city itself is going to be in a great position for an opportunity, right? And we know there's way more goes into it than that, but we can't not have that as one set on the eye as such. And that's what we're working towards.
I know that's how you feel about it on the men's side, is that MLS is the stability. Is that how you feel about the NWSL on the women's side? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it only just shows in ticket revenues and people showing up to NWSL games. When you've got LA, you've got San Diego Wave, you've got KC Current. These are markets that have done exceptionally well in regards to the brand, the look and the feel. And then, KC Current, I know our Jack's Chamber trip, leadership trip happened a couple of months ago, and they got to see a women's specific soccer stadium, right? So we know that the NWSL and the top level of sport in general is on a major growth path. From valuations up, we just had a group in Denver pay $125 million for an NWSL franchise, right? So we know it's real, and we know it's moving in the right direction. And that only happens by being as a number one major sports league, right? So we're super excited about those pieces too.
All right, I got some rapid fire questions for you before we get you out of here, because I know you got some things to get to. So we'll hit them real quick here. First off, what's your top moment in your time with the Armada?
Top moment, the first. This is crazy that it wasn't even in the professional environment as such. But generally, the first win and the way we won it with the people around that we won it, the first trophy lift was really, really special. I mean, there was a lot of people around that circle that were doing things for free, that weren't really doing much, or weren't giving much back, I should say. And that was just a really special moment. It was the foundation of why we're here now. And I say that to the staff all the time, of like, we don't have to be 20,000 people in the stands. Those days will come and it will be amazing. But that little moment there was really special. And the Ottawa away win was really special as well.
Yeah. Why can't the England men's national team ever beat the U.S. men's national team? 3 matches. Looks like USA's won 1 and 2 draws.
That's what happens when you park the bus and it's tough to break down. But,
okay. All right. Throw that out there
I'm
for
a
you.
US now anyway.
Yeah?
I feel more American these days than I do English.
Now.
Yeah.
Sock, shoe, or sock, shoe?
Sock shoe.
Sock, shoe,
Yeah, sock shoe.
You go one leg at a time?
Yeah, one leg at a time.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. Why would you do that?
I'm socking up before.
2 socks and then 2 shoes.
We live in Florida.
Well,
you want me wearing slippers or flip flops?
Well, for me, the shoes are not in the house.
Yeah, I have shoe area, exactly.
We have a shoe area.
You have a shoe-free house?
Yeah.
So then
Asian household.
Yeah. So then you take the socks with you to the shoe gathering area,
absolutely,
and then go 1 sock, 1 shoe. Okay. All right. Is it fries or chips? This will test whether you're American or not.
Wow, I've so changed.
This will test where your mind's at.
I'm a fries guy now.
It's fries now.
Okay.
Well, that does answer that.
It's crazy.
That last question there, and last one. And Lou, I'm going to have you weigh in on this as well.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather fight 1 chicken every time you start your car, or fight an orangutan once a year, but you don't know when it's going to attack?
1 chicken.
1 chicken.
Yeah, for sure. 1 chicken.
Hamby?
It's a quick kick.
You start your car a lot.
Yeah, that's could be 5 times a
less
day.
Trips,
you said 1 day, eh?
I'm conserving
1 a day.
Every time you start your car.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a kick. It's like kicking a soccer ball, isn't it?
Look, I'm on your side. Hamby? Thoughts?
Yeah, I'll go chicken as
Orangutan.
well. I got 5 kicks in me a day.
I feel like it's a slam dunk that it's the chicken because you're also saving on groceries.
Oh, I like this.
You know?
Not bad.
Saving on groceries. I will say my wife said the orangutan. She doesn't want to deal with it that many times a day. She said she would train for the fight with the orangutan so that she was ready for it. And then and that was it. And that was...
But when do you know when it's going to come?
You don't know when it's coming.
It might come before you're training.
Hey, you don't have to get ready if you just stay ready, I think is the expression.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Interesting.
Imagine an orangutan wakes you up.
I just feel like I'll take the layup as opposed to the half-court shot.
Yeah, I'm losing against an orangutan.
I don't know. Well, not with that mustache, you're not.
I get extra strength.
Extra strength.
It's like Popeye spinach.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Come
cool.
on.
Super power now.
Superpower of the mustache.
All right.
Good. All right. Anything else you want to add that we maybe missed in this this question? After that tremendous, by the way, shout out as always to Section 904, if you couldn't tell, for providing the tremendous questions there. Fantastic.
They normally detail that Section 904.
Yeah.
Oh, they love it.
Normally detailed.
They love it all. Oh, there you got the chat in there. Everybody jumping in. Would love to see some more investment in branding and advertising this year.
Yeah, I could talk a little bit more about that. So I'm going to tease it a little bit. Let's just say that.
We like teases.
Part of this this next step is a reorganization, right? So Chris has been great to sit down, and we have some really great principles as well that are going to be announced here in due time. We really have great people around the table. So the way we're kind of org structuring the club itself is that we have a set of club directors, Chris being a managing director of those directors. I will take a position as club director. And then we have 3 to 4 other club directors who are obviously principals and investors of the club. And then below that, my role of CEO now oversees... my present GM role oversaw business and soccer anyway. But we've realigned to the modern, sports organization as such. And we'll have a sporting director in place and then an executive team on the business side of things. So part of that is a operating agreement with a group that's going to come in and help us and support us on the business side of things particularly. And those things will come in due time. And it will be very exciting. It'll be a major announcement for this market, especially because this group are great operators within the market and in sports in general. So those things will happen, and those conversations are in daily works. I just met with our lovely Action Sports Jacks reps this morning to start laying some foundation.
Shout out Betsy.
Shout out Betsy Lopez.
Engine that makes a lot of this run.
Yes, it certainly does. And so again, there was strategy conversations this morning about what 2026 looks like next year, and
it's like a month and a half from now, by the way.
Yeah,
2026.
It's wild
for
it's
everyone
wild.
at home.
We have the World Cup coming up, so there'll be lots of activations and excitement in and around those pieces. And it's really about to flip the switch on and really get to work and get exciting. So,
all right. Well, of course, we'll bring you all the latest on that right here on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. By the way, Jason with a great comment in the chat. Using the stadium to host the Melanin Market would be a good move to get the community in the stadium as well over on the east side.
So just on that point, why you bring it up, Jason, these are good drops.
Yeah.
We actually have a club to community committee.
Awesome.
So we have been working with key principals and organizations out in the east side. In fact, that meeting will be here shortly in the next couple of weeks. But we are having those discussions constantly. And Melanin Market is one of those groups who are at the table on the club to community committee. So look, it really now we can start activating in the market and really doing some cool things. And again, like-minded people, good people around the table, and we get to have some fun, Lou.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun coming
More
up.
work for Lou. More work for the mustache. More to come here on Fleet and Footy as it's full sales ahead for the Fleet. Nathan Walter, always welcome inside the studio.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you joining us.
You guys are doing an amazing job. Seriously, I love watching it every Thursday. And
we're just here having fun, talking some soccer. That's what we do here.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, we'll be right back on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home. Headed on, here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks, just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campion cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Hey, welcome back to Fleet and Footy. Appreciate Nathan Walter dropping by the studio to talk all things Armada. Lou, let's get into the rest of the world of soccer, starting with the Armada Academy. What's new? What's new with the Lil Fleet? What are they up to these days?
The Little Fleet are
Lil, not little. It's Lil.
The Lil Fleet
Lil, Lil.
are still preparing for Mesa, Arizona,
Okay, yep.
which is happening in now T-minus 1 month.
1 month from now.
Yeah, 1 month.
Off to Arizona.
They played a tough opponent in Weston, but the U19s and the U17s both pick up a point.
Okay.
They both get draws. And this weekend, they actually play a doubleheader.
Oh,
Stuart.
home doubleheader.
Away doubleheader.
Away doubleheader.
Away doubleheader.
All right.
They got to go to Central Florida, play Orlando City Seminole, and then I guess a couple of minutes down I-4 to Clearmont to play Seoul SC.
All right.
On Sunday. So I know we didn't do the October Team of the Month on the show, which I completely forgot to reveal that, but it is on the Instagram, so check it out.
Good.
But we do have the Team of the Month here.
Okay.
We can reveal if the folks at home did not see on at Armada FC Pro Academy on Instagram.
All right, so let's see the October Team of the Month. I tried to give you a little something in there. I feel like some of these folks have appeared in interviews for our fine program here on Fleet and Footy.
They have. They definitely have. You got Andy Dunn in net.
Not surprising considering the efforts with the U19s. He had, like 3 or 4 shutouts in a row?
I think we're at 4 consecutive clean sheets.
So they're coming off a 0-0 draw?
Yes. Unfortunately,
Maybe Armada picked 2.
Andy Dunn is injured.
He's injured right
currently.
now?
Yeah, he's injured. So
don't love that for him. Hope he gets better soon.
Exactly. Hope to see him.
Yep.
But, yeah, a couple of the 19s made it in there. You see the whole back line is made up of U19s because of their dominance,
on the defensive side.
And
there's our graphic.
That name in gold, number 5, Rafael Ecker, or as he's known, Rafa.
Okay, Rafa.
I always love hearing Elmar say his name. Rafa! He has the German accent, yells his name out.
So he's one of our players who's back for a second year with the U19s?
Actually, this is his first year with the U19s. He came up from the JFC 2 squad.
I was guessing on the numbers because I feel like a lot of the ones in like the single digits are the ones that were here last year. That just means he's new and replacing a former single digit guy.
Yeah, and I actually got to catch up with him because he was our
October.
We're in November. October player of the month.
Here with U19 defender Rafael Eckert. Rafa, you've gotten 4 consecutive sheets. That's a huge achievement. What's been the key to the team's defensive success lately?
Honestly, I think for our team, the key has been our organization and just the defensive unity. We got to defend as a team or else it's not going to work. Everybody's got to be committed to the plan and just keep it going as a whole team. If one person lacks, one person slows down, that's where it breaks down. But everybody's been really committed so far, so it's really been working for us.
As a center back, how much pride do you take in keeping those clean sheets?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in this. This is really big for us. 5 clean sheets in a row. I mean, scoring goals wins us games, but defending them, make sure we don't lose. So keeps us there.
You play right in front of Andy Dunn, who's been a key part of not only this defense, but the U23 defense this summer. What's that partnership been like between the two of you?
Andy Dunn's great. He leads us through every practice, every pregame warm-up, leads off the speeches, always has amazing one-liners right before game, gets us motivated. Great guy, great player, all around, great.
You came over from JFC's MLS Next 2 team. How has that transition been into the Armada Academy?
It's been really good, honestly. Coach Elmar, great coach. Players, really nice. Nothing too crazy. I mean, practice schedule's different, but honestly, great team, great guys. Love it all around.
What's been the biggest difference in the level or environment since joining the Armada setup?
Yeah, so the biggest difference is definitely the practice's intensity. The biggest difference I've seen is MLS2, practice intensity is good, but sometimes some people might not be checked in the same way, but Armada, completely different. Every single practice, everybody's fully locked in, and coach keeps them there. It's good.
You talked about Coach Elmar there a little bit. How have you adapted your game to fit into this squad system?
Honestly, it's a big change. For my entire life, really, I've been playing attacking mid, defensive mid, entire career as far as I can think. But this year, Elmar, he saw something in me, put me back at center back, and it's been going really well. I've adapted to it quite well, and I played pretty well, I'd say.
We getting a fan question here?
Who do you think is the best defender in the world right now?
We'll find out.
Yeah, I'd have to say Virgil van Dijk, probably. Thank you.
All right.
No fan question? This one's for the fans?
This one's for the fans.
Oh, no, Stuart doesn't want me to do the fan.
Because they're all for the fans.
Exactly.
That's kind of my point on that.
I just have to frame the last question and throw fan in there somehow. I'll try to do it every single time.
I mean, we got to give you a word to drop in there. That's always a fun thing that kids like to do, right?
Oh, yeah.
Drop in specific,
really freak out one of the guys.
Specific words in broadcast or interviews.
I've never done that before. I have.
I think
actually
Herb Street's been doing it.
I have
Herb
done
Street's
that.
been doing it. I know Noah does it for our Friday Night Blitz.
Herb Street,
Game of the
Noah,
Week.
same thing.
Same.
I really wanted to use zapatazo.
Use the word echelon.
And I've used that
You
before
can
in a
use
soccer
that.
broadcast.
Get echelon in there.
Echelon?
Yeah, echelon.
That's easy.
I want to get that in the next interview. By the way, in the chat, I'm being asked about the NASCAR championship. And yes, Hamlin's team did blow it by taking 4 tires instead of 2.
Yeah.
Everybody took 2. He was in the catbird seat, as they like to say.
Yep.
Of course, my guy Blaney wins the race, but it doesn't matter because he finished second in Martinsville the prior week. So, goodness gracious. Yeah.
Bring back the old point system.
I don't know about the 36. I know that's the big discussion.
Yeah.
We can't get into this. We're talking soccer. We got a lot to get
We
to.
do.
We took up the whole first half of the show with an interview. So let's get into the rest. But I like a 10 race or the 4 race for the championship. I don't like 1. Nobody likes 1.
Okay.
But 36 is not it. All right, so on the road this week, Orlando City and, Orlando City Seminole. Is that the fake Orlando City?
Yes.
Okay. And Seoul SC. Confusing. Okay. Claremont. College soccer. Let's hit a little college soccer, shall we?
College soccer. It's still going on.
It is.
We're in the
Absolutely.
postseason now.
Yep.
Conference championship time. UNF, they get a bye.
They do.
After winning
Top
that
seed.
Graphite.
The Graphite
division.
Shout out to the Graphite division. There they are.
Little
Graphite
celebration.
division champs.
They will play Monday. Oh, I think that's wrong. But they will eventually play someone. I think it's Monday. Is it Monday? Look that up.
You just keep acting like it is.
They will play Monday versus a opponent to be determined at 7 p.m. though. I do know that at Hodges Stadium.
Okay.
At Hodges Stadium.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they are at home.
So,
yes.
well, Stuart will get that date to you shortly. The JU men play Saturday versus Lipscomb in Louisville, Kentucky, to get the ASUN first round started for the men's side of the table.
Okay.
Stuart, you got that date for me?
It's loading. Yeah, it is Monday.
Oh, wow. I thought I got that wrong.
You did get it right. So on the men's side, it's a 16 bracket. 3 plays 2.
Yes.
In this case, it will be JU and Lipscomb. JU, the 2 seed, by the way, out of the Graphite division.
They qualified after beating Florida Gulf Coast 2-1 after an 85th minute goal to beat the Eagles.
Big deal. So Saturday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, they will take on Lipscomb.
Yep.
Winner there takes on Bellarmine on Monday, which is in Louisville. That's why they're playing in Louisville.
Let's get a River City Rumble final.
That'd be great for a championship. And it would be here in Jacksonville, so we'd love that.
You know, we almost had it on the women's side.
Yeah, we very close.
Super, super close.
Yeah. On the other side of the bracket, by the way, UNF will play either Central Arkansas or Stetson.
Matters.
Stetson from the Graphite division against Central Arkansas from the Gold division. You know their mascot?
Central Arkansas?
Yeah.
The Bears.
Very
They're the
good.
Sugar Bears, I think, actually. There's something weird like that.
I think it's just the Bears.
Nope. I think I'm right, man.
I think they might
Watch.
colloquially be known as the Sugar Bears. Kind of like Fletcher's the Beach Rats.
No, you think
They're not
so?
officially.
No, Sugar Bears.
Is it?
Sugar Bear. What a shout from me.
Wow.
I'm Mr.
cool.
A-Sun. I call A-Sun a lot.
I know you call it a lot.
A lot.
I just don't believe you.
Sugar Bear. The purple. I like the color, but
It's just the Bears.
Sugar Bear.
Where does it say Sugar Bear? What are you looking at? That's the women's basketball team.
And men. It says men.
Go find it for men's team.
Okay.
I think the men's team are just the Bears.
Oh, you might be right. The Bears and Sugar Bears. But Sugar Bears, does that not apply for what?
We're talking about men's soccer.
Got him. Sugar Bears is a good shout for me, though. You can't.
It
you can't
is.
deny it.
It just wasn't.
It was wrong. It was
just
wrong.
wrong.
Wrong shout.
It was just wrong. That's all.
Thanks for taking my side, Hambo. Thanks for taking my side.
Sugar Bears. Okay. On the women's side, UNF making it to the championship.
Yes.
They got a chance to make it to the big dance. They picked up a pair of wins. By the way, we're aided by a big upset to get to that point.
Yes, Florida Gulf
So
Coast.
they beat Eastern Kentucky in the first round. Bellarmine upset Florida Gulf Coast on their home field. And so UNF and Bellarmine played in Fort Myers in a match that the home team was not involved in to make it to the championship. And so UNF wins 2-0 over Bellarmine, and they will now travel to Nashville this Sunday for a 1 p.m. tilt against Lipscomb, my most hated
A
team.
1 p.m. what?
What's that?
A 1 p.m. what?
I don't know. What did I say? Tilt. A tilt. A matchup.
Tilt.
A showdown.
All right.
A tilt. Common word. I've used it for many years.
Only in soccer, though?
No, you can use a tilt in other sports. Yeah, why
Okay.
not? Lipscomb, by the way, my most hated team in the ASUN
Because?
because their mascot is the Bisons.
Oh, yeah. You are correct, actually, about that.
The plural of bison is bison.
Yeah.
The plural of bison is bison. It's not bisons, and I hate them
You're correct.
for this exact reason. This has been an ongoing thing for over a decade.
That makes sense.
Anytime I do their highlights, and we do them a lot because they're in the same conference as UNF and JU. Don't like it. Sorry, Lipscomb. JU women unfortunately fall 1-0 against Lipscomb after a penalty kick win over North Alabama.
Oh, no, that's not the Sugar Bears.
Not the Sugar Bears. not the Sugar Bears.
Yeah, not the Sugar Bears. Sorry about that one.
Nice try. So good luck, UNF. Let's get it done.
Let's go Sprays.
Let's go Lady Ospreys. Let's go get a win and earn a spot in the big dance like the men's team did a year ago.
Yes.
And then the men's team 2 wins away from that as well. All right, we're going to take one more quick commercial break. We'll take you to break with Danny Stevens.
Yes.
All freshman team.
Come on, that's
Shout
exciting.
out to Danny Stevens for the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes.
Yeah, played for the U19s in their multiple tournament runs throughout the year before committing to Tulsa. Makes his debut for the U23s this summer in a crucial position at center back. And look at him now, all freshman team.
Love it. Awesome. Big congrats to him. All right, we'll be back. We'll talk some playoffs all over the world of United States soccer and a little U.S. men's national team roster reveal. And, of course, your weird soccer story of the week. All coming up next. And I did see this one on social media, so I love that that's going to be what we talk about today. All right, we'll be right back on Fleet and Footy.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
We're back. Fleet and Footy. In the break, we were just talking about some college basketball. I will be headed to Gainesville here shortly after the show for the defending national champion Florida Gators home opener against the UNF Ospreys. So,
Gators got no shot.
And
no chance.
And I will be heading to the historic Switzer Gymnasium to watch JU men's basketball.
We got
play their home opener versus Trinity
Baptist. Oh boy!
Come on, it's a local derby.
No,
it's a local derby.
It's not a local derby when JU's going to score 120 and win. They're going to win by 70.
It's good. It's a good.
They should win.
Is that on Hard Rock?
I don't know, man.
I'm sure.
UNF's a 42-point dog.
Yeah, I know UNF. I know UNF was. I would wait.
After the loss?
If there's a line for JU Trinity Baptist, it's going to be bigger than that.
Wow.
I would say that JU wins by more than Florida wins tonight. Just throwing it out
I would
there.
agree. I would agree with that.
No disrespect to Trinity Baptist. It's not the same league.
All right, soccer though.
They play in the NCCAA.
Yes.
There's an extra C in their conference.
Yes.
NCCAA.
Is there a J in there?
No J. They're not JUCO.
Well, the USA just dropped their roster.
Good. Well done.
For these upcoming friendlies. We're actually in the middle of MLS playoffs, but guess what? We're also in the middle of international friendly time. So the MLS
taking on a couple guys. Taking on a couple guys.
Yes, there's quite a few MLS guys in this.
I meant the opponents. A couple guys. Paraguay. Uruguay.
That's really bad, actually.
Thank you. I do what I can.
Goodness gracious.
Uruguay and Paraguay.
They play Uruguay and Paraguay.
Okay.
Paraguay, they play this Saturday
right.
in Chester, Pennsylvania. And Tuesday, they play Uruguay.
Tampa. At the Ray J?
Tampa, yes.
Okay.
At the Ray J. Keep your eyes peeled on at AO Jacksonville. I know they're going to announce a watch party pretty soon.
Oh, sweet.
I think the biggest surprise out of this whole lineup is you got Gio Reyna making his appearance back in to the U.S. men's national team
What
squad.
team does he play for?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
Mönchengladbach.
Gladbach.
Come on, Hambo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Old.
You know, like Borussia Dortmund.
In the Bundesliga.
I know them.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump ahead. We got to go quick because I want to get to the weird soccer story.
Next pro.
Next pro playoffs. We're down to 2.
This is it.
It's
We're
2
in the
versus
final.
2.
Yep.
As will happen in MLS Next Pro. Final coming up Saturday night, 7 o'clock. Red Bulls and Rapids 2v2.
I'm taking the Red Bulls.
Okay.
The Red Bulls have a really exciting.
Seemed like more of a Celsius guy to me, but that's fine.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true. I'm taking the Red Bulls to win this game. This
All right.
game's available to watch on Apple TV. So if you have Apple TV, you don't have to have MLS Next Pass. This is gonna be a really exciting way to showcase the league. It'll be in New York Red Bulls Stadium, so in Harrison, New Jersey, at a Sports Illustrated Stadium. Actually, that's what that place is called.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna be a really great game.
You like the trophy?
I do, actually.
There it is.
I do.
It's neat.
I like the celly.
Oh, it's got I see. Yeah, okay. That's fine. 2v2 coming up Saturday night.
Yes.
MLS.
We are still in the first round.
Still in the first
Stuart.
round. It's like the third show in the row we've talked about it because it's the best 2 out of 3.
Yep. And so we have the final games of the best 2 out of 3 this weekend. A couple teams already advancing. You've got Seattle, LAFC, and the Whitecaps advancing.
Okay.
But
is Miami going to blow it?
That's what I'm saying. ¿Dónde está el pistolero?
¿Dónde?
El pistolero not only had a horrible game last game, but now is suspended for this next game.
Oh, yeah, the biter's gone. He's out.
Yes, for kicking a player.
Now he's the kicker.
This is 35th
Suarez?
ban from a game, actually. 35th ever ban.
It's got to be
crazy.
That's like Bobby Cox level numbers of ejection.
Yes,
shout.
that game.
Shout out Walt
the
Weiss.
game of the next
Walt
round
Weiss,
is
new manager.
definitely LAFC Whitecaps.
All right.
So I got LAFC
Rankings. Yep, there they are.
in there.
All
You know,
right.
I got everyone in there.
Hope they don't blow
3
it.
West, 2 from the East there.
All right, beautiful.
Philly Union looks hot. They look hot.
Okay, we got a long way to go before a champ is crowned.
Yep.
When does the best 2 out of 3? Is that just the first round?
I believe December 3rd is the MLS final. Like 3rd.
So
or
is the
4th.
second round best 2 out of 3 too, or
No,
we go
one
single
finally.
elimination?
We go
next?
normal people.
All right. I didn't hate this. I don't know.
I did.
More soccer. All right. We got a minute in the show, and when we got 1 minute in the show, that means it's time for the weird soccer story of the week. Lou, what is going on overseas?
Yeah, so you're looking right here at Sammy the Saint, Stuart. He's a
What?
mascot for 7th tier St. Albans City.
St. Albans City, 7th tier league.
Yeah, he was
Looks like a
escorted
lion.
off the field after appearing unsteady on his feet, and apparently he was a little bit tipsy during this FA Cup tie.
A little bit?
It's more than a little bit.
I think they eventually escorted him out of the stadium.
Oh, yeah. I mean, goodness gracious.
Imagine Jackson
Look,
DeVille.
he's still got the.
Imagine Jackson DeVille jumping off the stadium in that state.
Well,
Could never
no,
imagine.
You wouldn't want that.
Could never imagine.
No, is that like a? Oh dear. That's a. Why did he even try to go over that barrier in the first place?
That's a great point.
Oh, that's a tough look for St. Albans City, and that is your weird soccer story of the week. By the way, if you're a mascot, just take the day off. They'll find someone else to put in the suit. Just saying. All right, that's it for Fleet and Footy. We will see you again next week here to talk all things soccer. Have a good one.